everybody. Welcome to the show, Number Keziah. I am back with another one, and this time I'm gonna be speaking about Keke Palmer and her baby daddy, Darius Jackson. So Darius Jackson got himself in some hot water. Okay, people have been dragging Darius Jackson. Why? Because he blasted Keke Palmer on the internet, calling her out, saying that, "But you a mom though," because Keke Palmer took it upon herself. Okay, Keke Palmer has really been feeling herself since she gave birth to her son, and he's an adorable boy, cute, cute, cute boy. And she got filled out, breasts, hips, ass. Keke Palmer had no cakes. Keke Palmer had nothing. Okay, barely. She had a little something, something. But this time, she's like, she's out there. Okay, but in a good way. She looks absolutely beautiful after she had her baby. But she took it upon herself to go to the Usher concert, met up with Usher, and the dress she wore, whoo, mm, mm, mm. Dress was like, you guys are on the wrong side. You are on the wrong side. Let me explain. Okay. So I don't agree with Keke Palmer in the dress choice that she wore to Usher's concert. That's one. And two, I don't agree with Darius Jackson for how he outed her out. As a grown man, as an adult man, you laid down with this woman. You went to bed with this woman. You claimed her as your woman, okay, as your girlfriend. He should have spoken to her privately. I can't stand when people put their business on the internet. The internet is there for a specific reason, but it's not to put your whole business out for disclosure. Okay? Not everybody needs to know your business. There's something called discreet. There's something called privacy. Those words seem to be non-existent to many people. The internet is a great source. Yes, it is, but not to share your business. There's a time and a place for everything. Darius got blasted. This is what he had to say to people on the internet. He said, "We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and the mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is. This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case." Sir, I have to stop you right there. I've been knowing Keke Palmer, not personally, but we all have been seeing, well, most of us, okay, a good amount of us have seen Keke Palmer grow up. As Keke Palmer grew before our eyes in age, in personality, in her career, we have never known Keke Palmer to be this modest woman. Keke Palmer always had her shape exposed. Keke Palmer was never a girl or woman that covered up herself. One time, Keke Palmer had these booty shorts on. This was a couple of years ago, and she had no booty. People accused her of trying to be Rihanna because Rihanna was, and it's just like, what's going on here? Let me tell y'all something. Men have to learn how to choose better too. No hate, no shade towards Keke Palmer, not at all, not at all. But I'm tired of these guys want to claim to have morals and values. Most guys don't really claim to have that, but the ones who do, look at the woman they choose. And if you want a woman that's going to represent you, you should have confirmed that before you lay down with her. You should have confirmed that before you even had a child with her. Don't have a child with a woman that you know doggone good and well did not fit and sit well with your values and your morals. Okay? If she wasn't covering up the booty back then, if she wasn't covering up her breast back then, why would you expect her to do it now? Now that she's even more voluptuous. Why would she do that now? She is feeling herself. This is like probably the best year of her life so far. I'm not a mother yet, but I can only imagine the feeling of being a mother and then your body changes, but in a beautiful way. That really enhances a woman's self-esteem. It's almost like Darius is being a hypocrite because I've seen Keke Palmer with him before she had the baby. Had her breasts out. Keke Palmer had her shape showing. She was really leaving nothing much to imagination. Like this from the beginning. I'ma be like this to the end. I'm not changing. I'm not putting on no clothes, okay? I'm not doing it. That's not how you met me. A man can't change a woman the same way how a woman can't change a man. And your spiritual beliefs and your morals and values is not going to change that person, especially if it's not ordained from on high. I'm sorry. If it's not ordained, you cannot change that person. You need a divine intervention to change that person's heart. You're not going to do it. Your sex ain't gonna do it. Your treatment is not gonna do it. Your money's not gonna do it. Your personality, your energy, none of that is going to change a person's heart to conform to your spiritual beliefs, morals, and values. It don't work that way. So men have work to do too. Men get caught up with the lust. Men get caught up with the looks. Men get caught up with the easy, breezy, cool, lovey-dovey type conversation. But they don't really test the women out the same how women don't test these men out too. No one is really trying each other spiritually, and this is the reason why people just break up all the time, because you guys are not spiritually aligned. You guys are not equally yoked. You guys are not in sync with one another, and it was not ordained. It was not meant for you two to be together, period. Russell Wilson, another one. Ciara out there twerking, busting it down on cars for her music video. Meanwhile, she have a supposed Christian husband. And it's like, well, him and her, how the heck does that mix? And a lot of guys clown him because it's like, why would you pick Ciara out of all the women that you can get, Russell? Why Ciara? Not because she had a baby with Future, but it's like she's out there twerking, she's out there wearing sexy clothes, and she's not really conducting herself like a wife. And it's like, you can't expect a woman to change because she's married. You can't expect a woman to change because she gets with you. Whatever is already in that woman is in her. And again, it's only going to take a higher power to have a person turn over a new leaf. That's just facts. So don't waste your time trying to change somebody. Darius feels insecure because of Keke Palmer's new look, her new body and everything like that. And, being a new mother, of course you're going to get attention because mothers always get attention. Mothers are always adored, especially new moms. This is Keke Palmer's first child. Okay, so I don't know what that is. But at the very end of the day, I'm sorry, Darius. Out of how publicly she should pull her to the side, be a man about it, and talk to her one-on-one. One-on-one. You lay down with her one-on-one, talk to her one-on-one. Don't disrespect her in front of the world. Okay, no matter what, don't disrespect her in front of the world because you was wrong for that. If you could lay down with her one-on-one alone, then you should have confronted her one-on-one alone. And Keke Palmer, that dress is unacceptable. You have a man. All of that goodness that you got is supposed to be for your man eyes to see. I'm going to come from a biblical perspective. There is a scripture in the Bible that says that women have to wear modest apparel. Believe it or not, it's in there. Believe it or not, it's in there. Women are supposed to dress in modest apparel. No man or woman is supposed to see what you got going on besides your husband. Okay, besides the man that you are laying down with. No man's supposed to see your goods like that. No man. And then on top of that is how you expecting the man that you're with if you allowing other men to see what you got going on. Same thing with Gucci Man and Keisha. Same thing with her. She wore a similar dress that Keke Palmer wore one time. And I'm like, you got all your stuff out like that? And you got a man? What message was Keke Palmer trying to send to Usher? There's a time and a place for everything, and no woman's supposed to be dressing like that. I'm sorry. You could be sexy, but be sexy for your husband, be sexy for yourself in the privacy of your own home. I'm not trying to catch up with the times. I'm not trying to change with the times. Oh, this is a new generation. This is new. Oh, that's down to morals. When it comes down to our spiritual beliefs, that can't change. That won't change. That's not supposed to change. Because what signal is any woman giving to a man dressing like that? I see chicks all the time now that it's hot. It's summertime. Chicks damn near naked. And dudes are staring, gawking. What you think is going through his mind? Ain't no dude talking about, oh, she got a beautiful glow. I could take her home to mama. She's a Proverbs 31 woman. She's a virtuous woman. I could trust her. She could be a good wife and a good mother. Child, please, them dudes is not thinking like that when they see a woman all out there dressed like Keke Palmer, dressed like Kim Kardashian, dressed like all these other women. I'm sorry, no man in his right mind is going to think anything positive about a woman when she's showcasing her whole body to the world. Yes, it is be insecure too. Yes, men can have low self-esteem too as well. And there are guys out there that will use their women to build up their self-esteem when they see other men looking at their woman and checking out their woman. It's an ego boost for that man that she's with. Not really for her, but for him. He feel proud, like, oh yeah, this is mine. This is mine. You can look, this is mine. I see you looking at my chick, that's mine. And it's like an ego boost for him. You know what I'm saying? That's what guys are on. They don't want to admit that, but why else would you want your woman out there dressed like that for the world to see? So I agree with Darius on that, but I think he's being hypocritical because Keke Palmer was always showing off her shape, showing off ass and everything prior to, and that didn't change his mind from getting with her. So why confront her now? Child, please, I can't deal with the hypocrisy. We have to get ourselves together. Then he won't talk about, oh, when a man has a wife and a child. First of all, sir, you didn't marry Keke. Okay, you went to bed with her, but you didn't marry her, and this is an issue with a lot of people. A lot of people are bringing children into the world, but there's no covenant. A lot of people are bringing children into the world, but there's no real, sincere, true love. Then how are we teaching our children to have less partners, less bodies, and less soul ties if we're not practicing, if we're not being that example, being that light to our children? When your children see mommy and daddy in love, sincerely in love, truly in love, and married, then that is a great example to tell your son, your daughter, like, listen here, I'm doing it. We're married. You're going to get married. You're going to wait until you married, and then you have your children. Okay, we used to do this way back in the day. Times have changed. Now, the time you get to 30 years old, 40 years old, you done had like 20 people already, 10 people already. That's a lot of people. I'm sorry, 10, 15, that's a lot of people. Okay, we just moving from this person, this relationship. We just, no, wait and get married and then have your children. So that after the backlash, Darius went MIA and came back though. But when he came back, there was no Keke. Where's she at? Where's she at? Okay, so clearly there's trouble in paradise. All right, and this is what I'm talking. At the end of the day, children cannot be discarded. Once you lay down and have a child with somebody, you're with this person for the rest of your life. There will always be a connection. There will always be a connection. So be wise, pray it out, wait, be patient. Don't let your urges, don't let your hormones and your lust get the best of you. Take your time. Don't allow personality, don't allow the laugh, the giggles, the things you have in common to get the best. No, really dig deep down into that person's soul. People today and dating, it's terrible. It really is terrible. Okay, you seriously need some prayers. Okay, but anyway, tell me what you guys think about Darius and Keke. I just had to get this off my chest. I just had to speak about this because, you know, again, we have to do better when it comes down to relationship. This is for everybody, but especially in the Black community, we are failing tremendously when it comes down to successful relationships and marriages. We're not teaching them, we're not preparing them, and we're not building them up to be valuable people for the future. Our youth, our babies are our future. So come on, people, let's get it together. Okay. So hope Keke Palmer and Darius could work things out. And for the sake of the child, you know, maybe to make it back together. Maybe they are back together. Who knows? But anyway, I just wanted to, you know, state my piece because when it comes down to family and babies, you know, I love it. Okay. I adore it. So leave a comment down below and definitely come back with some more if you care for some commentary reactions. You know, I do a little bit of everything. Okay. So, boy.